and a 3 and a 2 and a 1 and a 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. This is Don't Think Too Hard, the podcast where Andre sips from his cup really obnoxiously. This is the podcast where we do AMMMSR. I lied, we don't do that. Anyways, this is episode 20. No, this is... Oh, you guys are really starting to piss me off.
Sorry, you said ASMR and I got excited.
Oh, I know you did.
Serious face now.
No, you definitely got excited. This is Don't Think Too Hard, episode 33. The podcast brought to you by Andre, Patrick, Johnny, and myself, Match Mihalets. Welcome back.
Welcome.
It's been a long week. I've missed discussing. I don't know. When we recorded on Saturday last week, it felt longer than a week.
This feels like it's been a while.
Yeah,
feels
right.
Like it's been 2 months.
Yeah, right. It's weird. It's weird. It's one of those weird.
Probably
things.
because I've been trying to pay attention to footy this week, and it's fucking hard as shit.
It's hard because February is the worst month for footy. Let's just say it. Don't think too hard. Said it first. This month, the quality of football has been fucking shocking.
I don't know, man.
Shit.
Ever since you started talking shit about Bale last week, this guy's gone on a
like,
tear.
he's been listening, bro.
He's here. He
like,
must have heard you talk.
I'm tired of this matchy guy talking about my quality, bro.
I never said anything bad about it.
Oh no, it was Johnny. Johnny's the one telling me about he's out here playing golf, bro.
He was like, it was golf, Tottenham, and Wales in that order.
No, it was golf, Wales, Madrid in that order.
But now it's golf, Wales, and Tottenham.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This guy,
I don't know. With the way
this
he
guy
played.
scored 2 goals today, had an assist, friggin' a goal in the midweek, goal last week. Literally every single game.
You know why?
Sarcastically.
Do you know why though?
What?
Because he's like, I hate playing footy, and then as the season continued, he's like, oh shit! After this, I'm gonna have to go back to Madrid. So I gotta play pretty good. So maybe they'll keep me here. So he's like, all right, I'm turning it on.
And also,
I feel like sorry,
England is trash, so he can't play golf that much. So
yeah, so he's like, I got to think of something. I don't know.
COVID restrictions.
Maybe he's trying to find a move to maybe like Italy or something. I don't know. He's doing something. Bro, he had a good game today.
Come to Milan, bro. We'll make you a legend again.
Nah, you can come to Arsenal, bro. I'll take him.
Nah.
You guys can take him. I don't want him at Dortmund.
Yo,
if I get him for free.
Speaking of Dortmund, Matchy, I don't want to because I'm on your side on this argument.
Okay.
But I want to point out how delusional the British media is. Okay. My dad's not even arguing this. He just told me. He looked at me and he's like, "This is stupid."
Okay, go for it.
Manchester United fans are legitimately arguing.
Yeah.
Arguing whether or not Greenwood is better than Haaland.
Thanks for listening to Don't Think Too Hard this week. Catch us on the DSP.
You can't say that. I'll tell you why you can't say that, Andre. Because that's not our opinion. Because we're 3 rational human beings who have brains. Dude,
I'm just reporting the news. The messenger.
I don't.
Bro, Greenwood hasn't scored. No, he's only scored 1 goal in 20 games.
And
Haaland has scored 17 in 18.
Yeah, in this season he has 32 and 32.
Oh, is that including like all competitions?
All competitions.
Oh, okay.
Greenwood isn't even a top 5 Premier League teenager this season.
That's the crazy thing.
Greenwood isn't even a top 25 teenager in the world.
No.
Nah.
I don't know.
He has what I call this. He has.
Whoa, that sounded real weird. I don't know enough up and coming stars of the game to make that statement.
Yeah. What I meant, I was like, he has all of the tools to be something great. He just isn't.
He's just not there yet. He's just not there yet.
People keep wanting to say he's amazing, so I don't know. Man United's been saying he's like
Man United. Man United say anything that gets handed to United. Listen, in recent memory, Rashford is the only player who turned out into something relative to what they expected.
If Rashford could get a run longer than like 3 games, he'd probably be like one of the top players, like top 5 youngsters in the world.
Honestly, he needs to leave the Premier League. because it's too it's too physical for him.
I don't know
his playing style.
He's nasty, but then he could only do it for like short periods of time.
That's what it is.
Because the
Premier League just bruises him, bro. This guy's playing with back problems. Yo, I saw this game today. This guy flew into the stands trying to get a loose ball. I'm like, bro, the league is not for you at this point.
Was that game good? I didn't watch it. Chelsea. Was it a good game?
Dude, no game's good right now.
Tuchel was playing to win. But Ole always plays for he's a conservative, so he's like, I'm gonna suffocate everybody. So Chelsea was kind of pushing, and then Man United was just
Giroud couldn't pull out the bike.
Dude, can we talk about Giroud for a second? Is Giroud the
most underrated striker in Europe?
Maybe not.
He might be. No, he honestly might be. Underrated,
most, but he's definitely underrated.
I'm not saying he's the best striker.
No, but I think
underrated.
No, maybe not underrated, but he definitely gets a lot more hate for. People think he's a lot worse.
How many people do you know that say Giroud is a quality striker?
No. That's what I'm saying.
I only know
is nobody,
and I live with them. That's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's number 1 or top 5 striker. I'm just saying compared to what he is versus what people say about him, he's underrated.
I agree.
Severely underrated.
I agree. But he's not underrated. He's not underrated in terms of everyone's sleeping on him because everyone knows who he is, but it's just people give him a lot more stick than he deserves.
He's like Bentner, but he actually produces. So it's why you guys hate him like that for?
Listen, I will say this. Ever since that season where Ozil was at the assist record before Christmas and then Giroud went the rest of the season with 0 goals, ever since that season, there's been a little bit of asterisk on his name.
Yo, can I just say that summer that Arsenal signed both Giroud and Lucas Podolski, I'll be lying if I said that Giroud being out of the two, Giroud being the one with the more consistent career in the Premier League. If you said that the summer of signings, you would have been called crazy.
Yeah,
Giroud didn't really have a name before he came to Arsenal.
I mean, he was scoring goals in France. He's scoring goals in France.
Scores goals in
France. But everyone,
it's also he's the top goal scorer in all French history.
No, but I'm saying
people don't take that in.
Crazy.
But I'm saying
above Henry, bro. That's nuts. That's nuts.
But Henry is more of a winger for a lot of his career, no?
I know, but he still scored.
Not for France.
If you compare goal score, if you say who will score more, Giroud or Henry, and you said Giroud before any of this, I would slap you twice with one hand at the same time. Okay, that's foolish, bro.
Yeah, no, but it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how him and Lucas Podolski came into Arsenal together, and people expected Podolski to be that number 1.
Because Podolski had a name. He had a
that's
big
what it
name
was.
behind
He just couldn't handle the Prem, you know.
I don't even know that. No, honestly, Lucas Podolski is one of those players.
A different beast.
No, listen, I love Podolski.
Yeah,
he was a player that was. The price on his name was only because he was such a good character. His footballing ability outside of his shot were lackluster. That's all it was.
You know what? You have a point.
He honestly wasn't that good. He had a deadly left foot. This
is a guy. I titled him as one of my favorite players in 2012 to 2014. He was in my top 3 favorite players playing, and he sucked. Okay.
What was that left back that used to play for Man City, and he took all the free kicks? He had that monster left foot. He was like that guy. I think he was either Serbian or Croatian. I can't remember his name.
No, not Zapata.
Wait, who?
Fuck, I don't know.
The guy, he played for Man City, a left back, and he would just he was like a Luke Shaw, but he had a left foot that would just buzz in from anywhere.
No, I do remember.
I can't remember.
Right? Does it start with a Z?
Zapata? No, not Zapata.
No, it's not Zapata. I know exactly what you're talking about too. No, I do know, and he was like.
Zambrata?
He was bald.
No,
Zambrata. He was balding.
Zambrosic? Yeah, he was balding. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about too, but I don't know.
If you take away his left foot shot, he was nothing.
Zabaleta.
Zabaleta.
No, Zabaleta was a right back. He was Argentinian.
Yeah. So who are you talking about?
Let me Google it, bro.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking you were talking about.
I thought it was Zabaleta as well. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Giroud definitely got a lot more stick. Like he just scored some disgusting goals in his career. He's probably one of the few. He's probably one of the few players who like when you think of Giroud, you think of like, he didn't score that much, but his goals were nice. It's like, this guy scored a lot of goals.
He scored a lot of goals, bro. And his highlight reel is ridiculous, bro.
Oh, yeah, he's one of those.
But that's what it is, man. And the two things that changed at Chelsea, the one thing that Tuchel changed that brought Chelsea to the next level is play Giroud. That's the main difference.
But yeah, remember, I said this. I was not at fault. When can we start labeling Werner a bust?
Now.
I mean,
you think now or is it too early?
Give him Kolarov. That's his name.
Who?
I do, yes.
Kolarov.
I remember Kolarov.
Yeah,
he went to Roma.
Yeah.
He plays at Roma now, right? I couldn't remember
his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just has a wicked left foot.
I do remember Kolarov. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say now, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say because he might be sneaky. He might have sneaky stats. Like everyone last season, even this season, we're saying Pepe at Arsenal is a bust. But then you look at his stats, and this guy's involved in like friggin' 90% of the goals.
Oh, so it was like Jadon Sancho.
You might have
It's like Jadon Sancho at the start of this season, where it's like, this guy's a fraud, and then he still has like 8 goal contributions in 9 games.
You know what I think the problem is? I think our expectations set in too quickly. Because back in the day, I feel like players had a whole season and a half to actually get on their feet in any league. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, 3 months, this guy hasn't scored 16 goals, and he came from scoring 20 goals in whatever league. Yeah, that's a fraud, bro.
And they also have to remember there was barely a preseason this year at all.
Yeah, so no rest.
No rest at all. Preseason. They came straight in, and then they had to go. I don't know. I think he's less of a bust than Havertz, though. Havertz is
really tired, bro.
I don't know. Listen.
He hasn't played.
Willian has also more assists than Pulisic and Ziyech combined.
And that's
in the Premier League.
I think Pulisic.
You guys got a bargain.
I think Pulisic is a little bit of not.
You know how many games Willian is assisted in?
You always guessing.
The very first game of the season, he got 3. Today he got 2.
That's nuts.
And he's had 0 contributions in between.
This guy just decides like, hey, it's been a while since
they were saying it's Agent Willian because Fulham is a direct Chelsea rival because they're a derby team. So he went off against them, and then today it's helping Chelsea if we beat Leicester because they're fighting for top 4. So he went off again. This guy is for Chelsea, man.
He's been at Chelsea for so long, he just knows who to play off against.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous, man. But it's funny. But where are you about Werner?
Werner being a flop? I would say he's on the brink. Like
I want to say yes, but I'm scared. I'm going to say yes, and then he's just going to go off and score every goal.
That's the thing. Yeah, but the thing that's Werner's kind of pissing me off recently because I don't know if you guys saw these recent interviews.
When you said that defenders are big.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
What do you expect?
You got paid the big bucks. Stop making fucking excuses and score. You know what I mean?
You come from the Bundesliga.
Yeah, like
against Upamecano.
No, the difference in the Bundesliga, the difference in there is just speed. It's speed. Center backs are freaking fast in the Premier League. And
that's what it is. Scary. It's not necessarily and it's also the Bundesliga. It's very.
It's more tactical.
Yeah, no, not even. It's more attacker friendly. That's the word I'm looking for. It's way more like when people, the Bundesliga, why they charge these ridiculous price tags for these players, and rightfully so or not rightfully so. That's a conversation for a different day. But look at Bundesliga stats. These stats are fucking inflated like crazy.
Crazy. I was looking at Lewandowski's stats.
When you look at Lewandowski's stats, and he's on pace to, at this point of his career, he has stats that are better than Messi and Ronaldo, and that's going overlooked. It's because of the crazy inflation in stats in the Bundesliga. Every game in the Bundesliga,
games?
Man, every game in the Bundesliga has a cumulative of four plus goals a game.
And most of those goals are like free play. It's not penalties or whatever.
No.
You're not seeing games like Man United where they can snuff out an attack like that. You're not seeing games like that in the Bundesliga.
Well, honestly, I kind of like that more. Just because it's more entertaining. Because you don't like if you took that model and put it in the Premier League, you would get more like you don't know who's gonna win. So it's just a goal.
But you still don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, but like VAR is because of that. It's like I don't know who's gonna win because there could be 3 handballs accidentally, and then now it's all. It's like,
what are you talking about VAR? That's not what I'm even. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
You just know.
You just wanted to talk shit about VAR. What an excuse.
But so it's like I don't think Havertz is a bad player. I just feel that people I don't even know if Havertz was playing that terribly. Neither is Werner. I feel like Werner. Okay, he's having a bad season statistically, and as a striker, that's all it comes from. But it's like I feel like he's playing bad because he's being compared to the statistics he's had in the Bundesliga. And in the Bundesliga, like I said, those stats are ridiculously inflated just because of the sheer number of goals.
Yeah, but if you're looking at goals for any striker, he's still not having a great season for any striker.
Oh, I'm not.
To be honest, but it's not even that.
It's an off season.
Watching him play, he looks like he makes shit happen. You know what I mean? For the team, because he attacks, he drives. Werner, okay. He's attacking, he's driving at the fence, and he's trying to make shit happen. It may not be working all the time or whatever. So that's why I'm thinking, if him and Havertz, I feel like with time they'll either turn into complete ass or they'll get good. Those are their only 2 options. I don't think it's gonna stay
it won't stay average. No.
Yeah. No, they're gonna turn into nothing or they'll get nasty.
Because the media will eat them alive. So it's either they react to it better or poorly.
Especially Havertz, because friggin' that British media is fucking
a monster.
A lot. The British media kind of I don't know. I see it as the Canadian hockey market. When shit's not going right for Team X, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
It's like this. Honestly, you can go on a 10-game winning streak. You don't score for 2. You don't go for 2 games. You're shit. You're done. You're past your best. You're past your prime. Everything, man.
I think when we're how we talk about in other episodes when we say derbies are not the same, it's because of that shit, bro. Because if you have a I don't know, Manchester United paper, and I've seen where their own fans go after their players. That would never happen back a couple of years ago. And now what happens is okay, the players are for each other because they don't have the club's backing, they don't have the fans backing.
Now, another thing is listen, I'm not a Schalke fan. In fact, I don't like Schalke. Schalke has the fact that Schalke fans aren't rioting and they're in dead last by dead last shows me something. Schalke, I'm not saying Schalke was a top 4 team 2 years ago. Imagine a club like Chelsea or
maybe that was just Milan, but 10 years ago.
Yeah, but Milan wasn't dead last. Imagine Chelsea fans or Man U fans in dead last right now. I don't know, man. That's English media would tear that team apart, and the fact that Schalke is. A lot of fans are giving them kind of a chance to it's okay, maybe this is good for our development. They're kind of saying what ifs, okay, maybe going down to Bundesliga 2 and growing our prospect pool again to have it to what it was in 2014, 2015. Maybe that's going to be the play. And they're kind of having this optimistic view. In the Prem, forget about it. A team hits dead last. It's a team that has top 4 potential. Hitting dead last is
it's scary, bro.
Arsenal doesn't have top 4 potential, and they were in 10th, and Arsenal Fan TV lost their shit, or has been losing their shit.
Yeah,
we're still in 10th.
I think because
played really well today.
Because your history goes before you all the time.
Yeah, you but you guys are what, a 1 win away from the top 6? Arsenal right
I
now?
don't even remember. We're 8 points off top 4. I know that, but the problem is we might be 1 win away from top 6, but all teams above us have games in hand.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah,
But that doesn't
each
even
one of them
matter
has
now.
at least one.
Except
Like
for
that's
City.
not my focus. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's not my focus. My
Like right
focus
now,
is
just playing good football and
finding
kind of
consistency.
Yeah.
no. My focus is technically the what do you call that thing? The
Europa League?
Europa League. It's not like I'm thinking we're gonna win, but that's our only realistic opportunity to do anything.
Oh,
to have any sort of a season.
Drew, if Dortmund doesn't make it to the Champions League final, we're not having Champions League next season.
Damn.
Great. I mean, listen, we've been playing really well recently. Like the Sancho has been the beast he was last year. I don't know why. I don't know what conversation they had with Sancho. I don't know what Sancho had for breakfast or diet changed or something. He's playing better than he played last season. And last season he had world record setting performances. Rafael Guerrero. Can I say the disrespect on Rafael Guerrero's name? This guy plays in the Prem. He has a 70 million price tag on his head. That's not even a joke.
I honestly, I don't know. I've never seen
I'm not expecting you guys. I'm not expecting you guys to kind of see where I'm coming from.
I'm not disagreeing. I just don't have the information.
He is the most underrated player on the face of the earth right now, and I can't.
But I think that's good for him though.
Oh, it's fantastic for him.
Because I feel like if he had a Havertz price tag, the pressure.
This isn't a 20-year-old kid anymore though. This is a 27, 28-year-old guy.
Oh.
I'm just saying. You put him in the Prem, and giving him the same performances that he's having now.
Yeah.
This is, end quote, the greatest left back on the planet. He's that good. He's been playing that good.
He's not though, because there's a certain Canadian guy that
Davies?
plays for Bayern Munich that might have
he would physically eat him.
So you saw what he did in the Champions League this week, or
yeah, I did. But he's crazy. But the thing that there's this one highlight that came from Alphonso Davies in the Bundesliga game. I forget who they were playing. I think it was
it snowing?
Yeah, it was snowing, and it was like an over the top kick, and the striker had he was completely
30 yards on him.
Yeah, he was completely onside, 30 yards in space, like no one around him. Davies, the ball was at the guy's foot when Davies turned around,
and Davies comfortably outpaced him. He didn't look like he was running full speed. He was just like, I'll catch this guy. Okay, I'll back to Neuer now.
He's crazy.
Speaking of Canadian, have you guys heard of Jonathan David? Plays for
Yes.
That's fucking disgusting, bro.
He's solid, bro.
He is a world-class player in the making. Maybe not world-class, but he is.
He's gonna be a good player.
I hope so.
Sure.
And I hope.
Canada might be low key.
We have so much talent in this country, bro.
We do, man.
That we get slept on because America just has a slightly better system.
It's not slightly better. They've been slapping us since we were born.
Yeah,
dude.
But it's like they're not better. Like, bro,
listen.
Canada. If you go to the States with young kids, the difference between Americans and Canadians is just fitness level.
Oh, like if you're talking about younger, yeah. I'm talking about on a national level.
Can I say something? You said that America has a slightly better. It's not about what system's slightly better than ours. It's just that our system is fucking horseshit.
It doesn't exist.
It's
My
the
bad.
bottom of the barrel.
I misworded. It's gutter shite.
It's shite. It's bad.
And David was born in fucking the States too.
Yeah, and he chose to play for Canada.
Yeah,
that's okay. But we'll take what we can get, bro.
It's still though. That's pretty thick. And Laren's doing good over up in Turkey. So I don't know. Yeah. That's two pretty damn good strikers. World class left back.
Davies doesn't even play left back.
Yeah, but does Davies play left back for Canada?
Nah.
I don't.
You play that guy left wing.
You play him left wing,
because his dribbling is getting better too. I've been watching him.
Or you could play him as a central defensive midfielder.
And turning him into Alaba.
Alaba, bro. He's being tutored by Alaba, bro. That's so sick.
You know what I mean?
That's the best.
Listen, man. I mean, we grab Hutchison out of retirement. or whatever that guy's name is.
I don't wanna jump the gun too far, but I feel like if Davies continues like this, and he even said it in a press conference, he's like I actually think should be considered for a Ballon d'Or in the future.
Oh, 100%.
He's won everything a player could want to win so far.
Listen, he's at a point in his career where he's won everything a player wants to win.
Yes.
All he needs to do now is focus on his technical abilities to become the best player in his position. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
All the pressure off this kid's shoulders is off. He already played. There's no room for upgrading your team.
Like, who are you gonna get above Davies to upgrade the left back?
Right?
Nobody. There's nobody.
You can't. Listen,
like,
once Canada's midfield gets good enough where Osorio doesn't have a spot in there, then we'll have a way. Honestly,
disrespectful.
We support all our Canadians.
Ashton Morgan's still on the squad list. Maybe we're not good, bro.
Is he actually?
Yeah, I look at the squad right now. Ashton Morgan is still on there. I don't know.
He's 34.
He's dead, bro. I don't know.
106, bro.
This guy was 30 when TFC started, and then he's still here. Yo, man. And is he still play for TFC? He's must be the longest serving member, because every time I remember watching TFC, the whole team would be different. The whole team would be different, and then once in a while you just see Ashton Morgan just warming up. This guy's still here.
You know what it is? He's been injured so consistently that he hasn't been bad enough to be sold. So it's like, I don't know about this guy yet. Let's check out his potential in the next few seasons and see where he goes. It's like, oh, he's injured. Okay, we'll hold off on that for a while.
And Tosin Ricketts is here too. So
oh no, we're not good.
Oh shit, that Hutchison guy still plays.
Isn't he 38?
Daniel Henry?
I don't know. He plays with Laren.
Kyle Laren should be on this list though. He's not on the squad, bruh.
You know why? He should
be on the squad still.
I remember watching Canada play, and their playing style doesn't suit Kyle's, because he's like a target man, but they all want to play with pace. It's like Chelsea. They want to play with pace, but Giroud doesn't fit in.
Does Canada actually have a playing style though?
Yeah, that's the
I don't know. I feel like if I was a Canadian coach, if I had a player of ability, whatever my playing style is, it's whatever he needs now. That's what it is. That's what my playing style is now.
But it's like, okay, is your playing style at this point, find a pacey winger in a 4-4-2 formation. You're going to run Kyle and David up top, Davies on one wing, and then find the paciest kid in high school to play on the other wing.
Yo, Tosin Ricketts, bro. That guy's fast as shit.
But
he's fast as shit.
You send the long balls down the wings.
We got Junior Hoylett.
Oh, yeah, he's still there too.
Laren's going to go up for headers. Anything on the ground, David's going to hit it.
Yo, but Machi, our head coach is John Herdman. So that will never happen.
I don't know what that means.
He's the former coach for the women's team, and they're garbage. They have no playing style.
So how did he get upgrade? How did he get a promotion to the men's team?
I don't know, bro.
To be the coach of Team Canada, do you have to be Canadian?
Apparently not.
No, you don't have to be.
Because I know for the women's team, they've had a Brazilian, a Portuguese. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I do remember this fucking guy, bro.
This guy's doo-doo, bro.
Yo, even when the women's Canadian team was friggin' disgusting, this guy still lost with them because he's
when this guy is playing a actual grandma striker.
Yo, she's nasty, bro. Don't disturb
bro.
Me.
Oh, she's actually your grandmother.
Slow, bro.
No, Sinclair, bro.
She's just old, bro.
Sinclair.
Yeah,
she is slow.
They're just playing her so she can break a record. And then she can retire, but she's not retiring, so she just lied to everybody.
Oh, imagine being her teammate. Imagine being the next striker in line, ready to go, and then she's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep playing."
Nah. Give me that penalty. I need to score.
Yo, and I miss. Our top goal scorer for Canada is Dwayne De Rosario, bro. That guy's nasty, bro. You know what his record is? You know what his record is?
No, what?
22. 22. We got issues, Pete. Yo.
Bro, I'm pretty sure Joe Cole has more goals for England.
Davies in club football is a quarter of the way there, and he's played one full season in Europe.
Yo, that's a sad statement. Holy,
that's fucking hilarious, man. Yo,
bro,
honestly, man,
the Canadian Premier League to take off, and then once that, if it ever does,
dude, we don't even sign Canadian players though.
I know, but you know what, bro? I don't know at this point. I don't know what to do. I thought this would be like like the Dutch league where they just grassroots to professional all day.
Yeah,
but it's like they don't have
I mean,
respect.
listen. The Canadian Premier League is the way. Is the correct decision to grow Canadian football.
Yeah,
but you're not gonna do that
by signing foreigners.
Yeah, signing Brazilians, Ecuadorians, Argentinians, South Americans who want to come up and play.
The fact that they don't even have I don't think they have academies for those teams yet.
No.
So what are we doing? Why wouldn't you? If you want to adopt the European model, you should have started with an academy
and then developed into
structure.
A league.
Yeah.
Because even if we had an academy, our academies don't operate like academies.
Yo, Andre, I don't want you to tell me the truth, bro. I just want to live in my fantasy world and everything is just logic. Why you gotta sour me with the truth, man? Oh.
It's okay, bro. I'm too old for it anyways, bro. I'm retired. That's not my problem anymore.
I don't even care.
That's not my problem
Someone
anymore.
said, yo, Johnny, you play half a season. It doesn't matter how good you play half a season and then you're permanently retired. That's your only opportunity.
I would do it.
Oh yeah. Let me play.
100% I would do it.
6 months and I'll show you why I should have been playing longer. And if I'm trash, then you just permanently retire me. And I was like, oh yeah, this is why I never played anyways.
Exactly. There's nothing to lose at this point. If I'm asked, then you're right. Who cares? I still get paid.
Yeah, bro.
That's what it is, man. But honestly, I don't know. I think low-key, if we keep going the way it's going, we should be a world power soon.
Hopefully.
Soon. But what's most likely to happen is by the time the next good player comes, both Davies and Jonathan David will be retired.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
So it won't matter anymore.
You know what I'm worried about? You know how some countries, they have this sick team, but then when you actually study where the players grew up, it's never in the country. It's like, oh, they had a dual citizenship, so they just chose this country.
Look at Germany. How many Germans play for Germany, bro?
That's another issue with Canadian football because Canada is so heavily built on immigration that when these players come in and get recognized by something. Listen, the fact, where was Davies from?
He's from Ghana.
He
came on a refugee camp or something.
Dude, listen. If you're Davies and you have to pick, you have the two to pick from.
It's too late now, though.
I get it's too late now, but it's like Davies is a blessing for even picking Canada.
Yeah,
it's like Jamaica. You know how fucking nasty we would be, bro.
If we had Sterling, Sturridge, Leon Bailey. Oh my days, that's a world class
setup.
Front. Yeah, we got a lot. Trust me, that's what it is. And the problem with Canada is now we're just gonna get the only people we get are the people who weren't good enough to make their home squads.
Their home squads, yeah.
Like what's this guy from Chelsea plays for Milan now, Fukeo Tamori. He was born in Alberta. And
he's actually pretty decent though. He's a good player.
Good. And he moved to England when he was like 5. And then he played for the Canadian youth national teams, like up to U20. And then he started becoming good. And England was like, hey, buddy, you want to come across the pond?
Why, though? Why? He's not going to make England's team ever again.
I know, but that's what he wanted. Because England, he wants to play in the World Cup.
I know, he fucked it up,
but listen, it's kind of like...
Could have been so sick.
But it's kind of like the thing that Andre said when we had that Griezmann conversation. It's like sometimes a player's going to bet on himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, listen.
You're right. You're right.
If I ever became a professional footballer and got recognized by the Polish national team, you are out to fucking lunch if you think I'm playing for Canada.
You're nuts. If I even get one phone call and they never call me back again,
I am playing for Poland. Yeah,
one phone call is like,
yes.
I play for Poland. What?
Yeah, 100%. Even being a second string reserve player, just being on the same training ground as like Lewandowski's and the best. Like
that's just enough experience for me.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe one day, if I get one cap, then I'm happy.
But shouldn't you think of it this way? If you could somehow develop a little mini network of players that are like, yo, listen, I know your home country wants you, but like, yo, if we just come together and just all play for Canada, we'll actually be good, bro. That's what you gotta think.
No. You know what?
National teams have to recruit better than.
Yeah, that too. But it's also like, okay, you have this little network. You have this little network of players, and they're all like, okay, let's do this. And you get to the training ground, and John is your coach.
Oh yeah. You're like, John Herdman is your coach. He's coaching freaking. And it's like he's telling Davies how to make runs. Just think about how crazy he has. Hansi Flick at Bayern, and he comes home to John Herdman. Do you think if I'm Davies, I'm never listening to this guy? He's like, yo, why didn't you make a run? I'm like, are you stupid? Or
you make a run. I'd be like, you make a run.
You make a run, bro. What'd you do in your career? I've done more he can actually say, I've done more in 1 year than you've done in your entire life. If I started an academy today, I would run you into the ground.
Are you guys not understanding that Jonathan Davies in one season has 6 trophies?
Yep.
Yeah. Bro, you're trying to get a rise out of me, bro.
Oh, listen,
it's insane.
This guy went from Vancouver Whitecaps to winning 6 trophies with fucking Bayern Munich, bro.
He's a guy who came from Vancouver. He's a Canadian boy, came from Vancouver. Arguably top 3 left back in the world. Moved him to center back. Took the best Alabas position, and then won 6 trophies.
Yeah.
This guy...
Listen, got injured.
And he's not even a left back. No. Holy.
Yeah,
he's not even a left back. He's a winger.
I forgot about that too.
I just assumed
he's a winger.
You're playing left back. We have plans for you.
Yeah. Listen, a Canadian winger comes to Bayern, and the coach says, "Let's move our already established left back,
world class left back
to center back. Let's move to center back."
Yeah.
So a left winger can play left back
and become the greatest left back to. I can't even formulate.
And then single-handedly be responsible for 3 goals in the 8-2 thrashing against Barcelona.
Yeah.
But honestly, who's better than him though? Because fullbacks are hard to find right now.
Listen,
I don't know what it is.
The fullback position, I think Davies is going to revolutionize the fullback positions. I am not surprised if the world of football moves into a 3-back system going forward.
If you have the luxury of having players like Davies, then yeah, I would definitely see that. But because players like Davies are so few and far between, it's hard for teams to say, yeah, I'm going to play 3 center backs and a winger is just going to pace up and down the line.
Or it could be like a 5-back essentially.
So you're saying 3-5-2 basically.
3-5-2 or
and then you have
5.
2 wing backs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like
or a 5-back.
Arsenal, Chelsea did it. Arsenal did it for a little bit, but
Dortmund did it.
It's very player like based. Like you can't do it unless you have
2 players on the side like Davies.
Yeah.
Last year Dortmund
successfully.
Last year Dortmund absolutely dominated with it. Last year we had Rafael Guerrero on the left side and Arcaf Hakimi on the right side, and it was
Hakimi.
And
he can do that. Yeah,
he can do that, right? And it's like Rafael Guerrero can too. He doesn't have the pace for it, but he's got the endurance. He's got the technical ability to do it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Arsenal did it with Saka on one side, which is fine, and then Bellerin on the other side. So you see,
would have been fine if he was good.
His face. Okay, let's break down the left back position. Who's better than Davies right now?
I don't know. Nobody. That's what I'm honestly having like a
legitimate.
I'm thinking
like pre-Davies, it was Marcelo.
Yeah,
right.
And Marcelo literally passed the torch on to him because he said he loved watching him play against. He posted after Barca, he played Barca. Marcelo commented, he was like, "Yo, I love watching you play, or you make me smile when you watch me play." I was like, "Oh, this guy's passing the torch on."
I don't know. I don't know if it
Marcelo?
was like straight on Marcelo, because Marcelo played with like Philip Lahm and them too. No.
Yeah, but Lam was a right back.
Right. Yeah.
Are we talking
all
about
right.
left backs?
Let's talk about the fullback position.
Okay.
Essentially, like peace check. He was good, but he wasn't crazy.
I think I agree with Andre. Lam was probably
the
like
best,
from
like the pinnacle.
decade. Yeah, he's probably the.
And then
if I needed
Dani Alves, prime Dani Alves,
maybe. But I don't think so, because I'm thinking, because even Marcelo, he wasn't defensively like sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like Lam could do everything, very consistent.
And then Daniel was. I'm trying to think of like Jordi Alba for a short time was up there.
He was during the Barcelona's crazy run when they were the best team in Europe. That's when he was. Yeah,
but like I don't know but I also can't contribute it to like him.
Also,
all the time. So Alaba. Well, yeah. Yeah, but can you say that when he's the one who got moved up?
But yo, that just proves how good Davies is. Yeah, but like I think prior to him, Alaba was probably the best.
Alaba has been my favorite playing player since Henry retired. So like I'm not gonna ever disagree with you. So I'm cool with that.
Like in recent memory, I think Alaba was probably the best left back before Davies.
I'm trying to think.
As a solid defensive.
And because we have to think about consistency, because there's a lot of good fullbacks that had one or two great seasons and then just disappear.
Yeah. And like Marcelo, as good as he is, I would never say, okay, Marcelo, you're gonna watch for watch for Robin.
You put Messi, you put Marcelo. Hey, you have to mark Messi. What happens?
You automatically have to start the game in your mind at a 3-0 deficit. And say we're gonna make up.
You have to score 4 goals. Kyle Walker,
and then
Luke Shaw,
don't
best
ever
fullback
say
for
those
Luke
three.
Shaw. Luke Shaw,
bro.
Before he was injured, the best.
You might as well say Monreal.
Nacho, yo, that one half a season.
Kieran Gibbs.
One half a season, he was world class.
Leighton
Don't even diss Monreal, bro.
Is world class.
Digne.
I forgot about that guy. No, Leighton
Y'all
Baines.
forget that. You forget Gareth Bale started as a left back, guys. You forget.
So this guy's the reverse Alphonso Davies. So it's at left back because left wing, and then wins everything with Madrid.
Honestly, fuck it. I'm all for that. I'll go Davies and then either Lam or Alaba.
But you think Davies can be better than them?
Yeah, for sure. He's faster. He's more technically difficult. He's more technically gifted.
Yeah.
So yes, and
he has a finishing mind. Because
right now, would you take Davies above like a Theo Hernandez?
Yeah.
Or a Robertson?
Yeah, definitely.
And I love
Fuck
Theo
Robertson.
Hernandez.
Fuck Robertson.
but Davies is definitely better.
I'm going
because Hernandez because what's his name? Davies has strength too. This guy's actually strong. Hernandez he doesn't have that much strength.
All right, and then what about the other side? Maybe like Trent?
Nah.
Fuck Trent too.
He can't defend for the life.
Trent is exposed. As soon as Van Dijk was gone, he's been exposed ever since.
But listen, with Van Dijk, he's one of the best right backs in the world.
Okay, but I don't have Van Dijk, so what do you want me to do? I don't have Van Dijk.
You don't have Davies either. We're doing hypotheticals right now.
But you never asked me what my center back would be. You just said not Robertson. You said Trent by himself, right? You didn't say Trent and Van Dijk package. If you say that, then maybe.
Bro, but then if you took a Davies and Van Dijk package, you have a literal iron wall on one side of the pitch. So I would say, I don't even know what I'm talking about. We're talking about right backs, aren't we?
Well, I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen. Put Alphonso Davies, put Van Dijk, and then let's say another center back.
Ramos.
Sure, we'll put Ramos. I'll play right back, and we'll still be fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
At that point, it doesn't matter.
Dude, I'll play right back, and Andre playing with me. Like Andre was I was a right back, and Andre was one of the center backs in our back four, and I felt so bad for this poor guy, man, because I swear,
runs.
Dude, I was on breakaway runs. I was on more breakaway runs than our wingers. I was a left back.
Honestly, at that point, I was used to it. When I played for Brampton, there was this one dude who played left back, and this guy would just
take off.
No. You ever see a dog when they see a squirrel?
Oh,
Like, this guy, he's like, forget whatever's going on back here. I'm gone. And he would sprint up, and then as the other team's attacking back, I'd see him walking back in the midfield like he's a midfielder, just trying to cover a position. I was like,
okay. See, I wasn't like that. I was a workhorse. I felt like I left Andre back there alone, but I came back.
Yeah,
I came back.
That's fair.
It was Andre and Josh, and I don't even remember who our right back was, because it was I don't remember who our right back was, but it was Andre and this really good player Josh. Man, the amount of times I left him out to dry, I would just fucking book it. I felt so bad. Coach would yell at me. Oh, but yeah, dude, I was Davies before Davies was Davies. All right, Bayern signed me. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, before I forget, you remember our conversation last week when we were talking about what the healthiest club to be at was, and then Johnny, you were saying Liverpool. It's 100%
not
Man City.
Yeah,
why?
It's Man City.
For
look at Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah,
this guy is the most average, underwhelming. Used to be talked about as the next top striker, and no one says a thing. He just does what he does.
They win.
Pep plays what he plays.
Protects his players.
But that's the point. John Stones was asked for 2 whole seasons.
Yeah,
no one said a thing. He was just fine, and now he's nasty.
Listen, Kyle Walker is bounced between center back and right back and doesn't know what he is as a true defender, and still gets starting 11 time with wins.
Fernandinho went to Man City, and then all of a sudden he might be the best center defensive mid in the world. Without playing a game. He just didn't even play, and he was just automatically one of those. So he has to be.
Gundogan is a striker.
Phil Foden is basically Johan Cruyff.
But Foden is a special case.
Foden deserves it, though.
I know, but think about how crazy that is. An Englishman is playing like he's the Flying Dutchman.
Did you see John Stones' goal? This man's a center back finishing like fucking prime Lewandowski, bro. Dude, what the hell? How's wrong with this guy?
Pep coached Lewandowski for 5 seasons. Wrote down everything this motherfucker knew and just shared it amongst his players, bro. Every single player at Man City could be a striker.
Yeah, he gave his secret to Gundogan. He's like, this is how Lewandowski scored 5 goals in 9 minutes. I'm not expecting you to do that. Just spread it out over 9 games, and we're good. And Gundogan all right.
I don't know, because I feel like even Bayern, if they ever start losing, it'll start to become toxic over there.
I mean,
but Man City, no matter what happens, everyone is just they'll get over it or they'll fix it. No one's ever calling out players there. No one's saying this guy should do better. It's either Man City's amazing or Man City's ass. It's never this player, that player. You know what I mean?
What is the camaraderie?
Yeah. So that's why I think it's probably the healthiest environment from the outside, anyways.
Another thing was I feel like okay, listen, this is a shot to all Man City fans, but I'm not intending it to be a shot. It's not crazy to say that Man City, the fan base of Man City is a lot more relaxed than most because a lot of them are plastics. Sorry. Another thing, though, is a lot of their fans joined in the high times, and a lot of their fans have only witnessed positives. You know what I mean? So it's even after a slow start, a lot of them were so incredibly calm still.
But they only have ever won the league. They've never done anything European.
Dude, every single
success.
since their money takeover, I think they've made Champions League every single season since.
Yeah, but they haven't won.
Yeah.
They've had the players to win, but they haven't won.
But it's okay. Would you rather not win Champions League, but be in the title race every single season and win most of EPL championships since your financial takeover, or would you rather win one Champions Leagues and then battle for top four?
That's a good question.
I'm not gonna lie to you, as a Dortmund fan, I couldn't give a shit about Champions League, and that's probably because I want to slay this fucking dragon as Bayern, known as Bayern.
Yeah.
But I honestly could care less about Champions League. Give me the league titles.
And I think that's a important perspective, because for Man City, they've only won Premier League titles. Yeah. So like they're the giants of that league.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Champions League, there's no carryover. And with you guys have won Champions League, but it haven't really dominated the Bundesliga.
League. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a different outlook. If I was a City fan now, I would rather win, because I've already won enough for the next 10 years. I want to win Champions League, because that's the thing we haven't really dominated yet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's like you also have a lot, like, because listen, Juve is in a similar situation. No? Juve is also...
That's what I want to ask. Like, I want to ask about Juve. I know. That's what I want to ask you about Juve, Johnny. Do you think this is these last two seasons have been like a glitch in the matrix? Or do you think like Juve is on like a legitimate downfall, and Serie A is gonna start becoming like an actual like fighting for the top league?
I feel like it's gonna be like how in the former days it was like Juve, Lazio, Napoli, Milan, Inter, and Roma. Those are like the top clubs. I'm seeing a little bit more of that now, because last year, if you said, okay, at any given moment, who's top of the table? Juve, whatever. But now it's like I have to actually check. Oh, Milan's playing good. Oh, Inter is actually climbing up the table.
Inter is on a different level.
They're scary. Yeah, and like I can actually say Inter has the highest chance to win Serie A. And
but is that because Inter is playing a next level, or is Juve just playing absolute ass?
I don't know, bro. I wasn't even watching the game today, and Inter scored in 30 seconds, and I was just like, "Oh." Okay.
Inter is playing on another level, because they have their players. Like when I saw the Milan derby, I was honestly nervous, and when Milan plays like Juve, I was like, "Oh, this is a we can win this game. There's a good chance we can win this game." When we play Inter, we have to worry about Lukaku. We have to worry about Martinez. I have to worry about a freaking right back.
Hakimi is good.
Why do I have to worry about a right back?
He was a joy to watch at Dortmund. He was.
Y'all forget the best player, Alexis Sanchez.
He doesn't even play. That's how good
he
Inter
scored today.
Is. I know, but I didn't see him touch the pitch during the derby. That's how crazy Inter. That's how good Inter is. They don't need to start Eriksen or Sanchez.
Yo, I totally forgot Eriksen's there too.
Bro, they have Ashley Young as a sub, and he's actually decent. That's how good their system is. That's crazy. And Napoli's playing nice. Atalanta is playing nice. So I feel like the league, Juve needed,
but Juve die for the league to be interesting again. And listen,
I think it's like both.
Juve's demise is good for the league. But for Juve fans,
it's terrible.
It's terrible. It's bad. Yeah. Juve is in a terrible spot. I have a buddy. He's a big fan of the podcast. Who's a big Juve fan, huge Dybala fan, and it's like, from what he's telling me, this club is decimated. Like Pirlo is not really sure what he's doing. The team's not
even look like he coaches, bro.
The team's not responsive, and it's like, what needs to change? It's kind of like Man City's problem, where they could never translate into Champions League, but now they're not even translating it into the league.
I think the problem with a lot of Italian clubs, and Milan experienced this years ago, is that we don't plan for the future because our players play for so long. Like when we have a good squad of players, Milan's players, I never even could, but the year before they retired, we had 8 players retire in a season, and I never would have considered them retiring soon. And then Juve, same thing. They've had a bunch of players for at least a decade and a half. And I would never have thought, okay,
like
they're going to slow down.
The Bonucci's, the Chiellini's, Sandros, Buffons.
Yeah.
Fuck. Who else is there?
What's his name? I can't remember. He plays for Barca now. When the
Pjanic.
Pjanic. He was nasty. They had Marquisio.
They have that Bernardeschi guy who I don't know how Bernardeschi is a professional football player, by the way.
He had a good season, like a good season and a half, and then I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah. Here, another thing though I want to ask you guys, because these last 2 seasons, are they kind of a wash? You know what I mean? With the way the COVID pandemic has influenced everything, with not having fans, not having money, the pressures on these owners, player dramas, like all this stuff like happened before. But I don't know. Does COVID play a fact in kind of these hiccups within leagues?
I don't know. Okay, think about
because it happens to
let's
everybody.
use Juve as an example though. Like what would have they done differently? Like based off what they've been doing these last like 6 years,
it probably would have been worse because the fans
they look like they're operating the same as they've always been operating. Like they're not doing anything different.
Could it be Ronaldo?
That's what I'm wondering too. Because as much as sorry, I was just looking. Milan was winning this whole team, and then Roma just scored. So it's fine.
Yo, you fucking watch yourself, buddy.
Anyways, but like I was saying, as much as Ronaldo has been saving like Juve's ass, like I'm wondering if he unbalanced. Like,
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And my buddy, huge Juve fan, he says the same thing. He says Ronaldo has moments where it's like, holy shit, this is insane, and then other times for 88 minutes of the game, my buddy's fuming at the TV because all Ronaldo is doing is throwing his arms up in the air and asking for passes, and it's like, or doing step overs into players, and it's like, I don't know. Juve was a Champions League finalist pre-Ronaldo,
but isn't that a problem based off that's management's issue? If you're buying a player like Ronaldo, you have to know that your system now has to change, to accommodate a player like that.
And that's where I think Juve's at fault, and that's who is their coach? It wasn't Ancelotti, right? Or was it Ancelotti?
Their last coach?
Yeah, before Pirlo. I think it was Ancelotti, no? Because then Ancelotti left and went to
No, it wasn't.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Like,
I think the problem is that Ronaldo, he's so productive even now that you're forced to, because if you look at if you look at what happened to Madrid, Madrid was basically the same team after he left, and they won like 5 Champions League titles while he was there. Yeah. And they're the same team just without Ronaldo, and they're kind of garbage because they had to play according to him, and now that he's gone, they have to rejig everything.
And now it's Juve was good pre-Ronaldo, and now have to learn how to play with him,
right?
But don't really have that system.
But also, these last 2 seasons they've had ass coaches twice. Like Sarri has never done anything to prove that he can build the squad.
Yeah, you've had Sarri for how long was Sarri there? A year and a half, and then you had Pirlo, who's there for half of last season and half of this season so far.
And Pirlo's first ever coaching gig, and you have to deal with a player like Ronaldo. Like what?
That's not even that. First coaching gig, and you got Juve as your team. Like that's nothing.
They ruined their youth prospects because you have players like Dybala, who's not playing, and he's world class.
He is insanity.
And you have a player like Moise Kean, who is actually nasty. Like, I feel like as a youngster,
stays at PSG, bro.
Yeah, because
they have that young kid, that Kulusevski guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know what to say, but he's good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Like, listen, the pieces are there. A lot of these huge teams, like, they're not stupid. They build for situations where if there is a blow up or is something that needs drastic changes, they do have pieces in place. The problem is, I feel like Juve was going to a direction where it was going to be Dybala's team,
and it should have been.
But now you have the inquisition of Ronaldo, and it's like,
but their team their team is good. They have De Ligt here. They have Rabiot. They still have Chiellini. They have Sandro, friggin' Danilo. They have De Padro. Like, they have players, bro. Like, it's a management thing. It has to be because they're not ass. Like, look at them. They're not.
Dude,
and like, I understand what you're saying about like the Dybala thing, but at the same time, like, if you have a chance to sign Ronaldo, there are not many teams that are going to be like, nah. You know, like, what I mean?
The revenue that you're gonna make is a good business investment.
So like, it's not that part that's the issue. It's the part that if you're gonna do that, you have to make the other change.
You have to have somebody who can take that ego and utilize it to the best of his ability.
And I don't
say what you want about Zidane. Say what you want about Zidane, but he did that the best. He would take these crazy egos and develop winning teams with them.
Yeah, imagine if Morata, all of his goals that he scored offside were onside. They'd be in first.
Maybe.
Oh no, but for real though, there's just a lot.
How did they do in Champions League?
Oh, they got 2-0. They lost 2-0, bro.
To Porto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they did not.
2-1.
They did not look good. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. They have a squad here, and I really think it comes down to leadership because they're not managed. Like, even their midfield is great. Why is Dybala on the bench? Why can't you play Ronaldo and Dybala? Like, why?
Because they both demand the ball up top. Like, if you have one on, if you have Dybala on, the play has to go through him, and Ronaldo, he's too competitive and he has too high of a drive to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let Dybala do his thing and I'll just pick up the scraps whenever.
But that's not what's supposed to happen. Dybala's supposed to let Ronaldo do his thing. That's why
I know,
he's there.
But Dybala is not that guy.
He's there to teach. Well, that's Dybala's fault.
Dybala is also a level of his career where it's like, if I'm Dybala, I'm pissed.
Yeah, that's why Neymar left Barca, because he didn't want to play under Messi. He wants to have his own.
Dybala just signed a new contract. Juve promised him all this luxury stuff, like, you're our guy. You're going to be our captain. You're going to be the player. You're going to be the player that everything's going to go through. You're going to be the star of the old lady.
And then he signed a 34-year-old.
Listen, I understand this, but look at Barcelona. Suarez went from literally setting a Premier League record, being the top man at Liverpool. Then he went to Barcelona, looked at Messi and said, okay, let me play my role and let Messi do his thing. And what happens? They win.
But Dybala has a different playing style than, like, Suarez fit perfectly with Messi because Suarez is a pure finisher.
But what happens is you need to adjust to what's around you. If he wants to be the best player of all time, that's fine, whatever. But if he wants to win, then he's going to have to adjust because you're going to get different personalities.
But what about, would you guys think that maybe Ronaldo adjusts his play style? Like, listen, could it be a situation,
Andre, with the transfer? Like, it was a stupid transfer. Because Juve was primarily building up for Dybala, and then they buy Ronaldo. So how the hell does that work? Like, we're going to build the club around you, and then we buy Ronaldo. And that's going to help us build the club around you.
But what if... No, listen. What if Juve get their guy in the front office, like on the bench, like the manager, that tells Ronaldo, who's 34, by the way...
He's 36.
36, to play a reduced role. And by reduced role, I don't mean sitting on the bench. No. I mean, you play him as the number 9 and as a target man.
He's not going to do that.
I'll say to the coach, when someone else on this team beats my goal scoring record, I'm fucking 36 and I still score more than all of them. When they do that, then I'll take the back seat. How about that?
No. But listen,
he's a leading goal scorer in Syria.
No, I get that, but like, okay, fine. You can't really argue that. I can't really argue that. I'm just thinking about a way to utilize Dybala and your other incredible talent. Your incredible talents. Good job, Johnny. To, like, if I'm Juve, like, I'm trying to figure out a way to utilize.
At the end of the day, talents. Dybala is early 20s or mid 20s. Like, he has time. Ronaldo doesn't. So Ronaldo's going to be like, I'm going to do everything I can until I can't. Like, I'm going to ride this ride till the wheels fall off. So you can't tell a player like him to take a back seat in your last fucking years of playing and then to make space for this other kid
Especially
who has all this, who should be
Ronaldo.
learning from Ronaldo.
He is, and I've heard Dybala say he loves playing with Ronaldo because he gives him so much experience.
So then, when in a couple years, Dybala should come out and be fucking disgusting. Then, so it should.
What I'm saying,
I genuinely love Dybala as a player. I think Dybala he's one of those players that, if he played in the Premier League, he maybe not built for the Premier League, but I'm saying if you take his abilities of what he's doing in Serie A and you give him like the viewership of the Premier League and the hype of the Premier League, he is.
You'd be asking why he's not playing.
Yes. He will be labeled as one of the best players in the world.
But I think we asked the same question when Neymar left Barca. We're like, why would you leave such a great environment where you can play with Messi and Suarez? You have the MSN front three. That's so sick. But then you think about it. I don't want if we're saying Neymar is going to be the next best thing, and he didn't completely.
But PSG wasn't the place to go there to do that anyway.
But he rushed it though. I think he may have rushed it, whatever. But I think he because how old was he when he left? Like 25, 24?
Something like that.
And Dybala's around that age, or maybe a little older. So Neymar now. So Dybala would have to make a decision like this season to say, okay, either.
Yeah. No, but here's the difference.
Dybala is 27, bro. He's
here's
Neymar
the difference.
Is like 28.
He's 29. Here's the difference. Neymar was in a position where he's already won everything. He played his role. He played his role as a sidekick. He played his role as the second best player on the team, and it worked. They destroyed Europe.
Yeah,
they destroyed Europe. They won everything there is to win. He broke. He helped Messi shatter records, not break records. He helped Messi shatter records.
Yeah,
and he moved on. He said that I did everything. I want to be the best player now. I can be. I learned from Messi, but Juve's not in that position. Dybala is not in that position. You know, Ronaldo came in as this established player to a club that needed help winning, and maybe on paper theoretically that was the play.
They did because they weren't doing shit in the Champions League. That's what they got Ronaldo for.
They made the final.
That's why they bought Ronaldo because
they sacrificed both though.
Yeah, they didn't. Ronaldo didn't make them lose the league. They have ass leadership. That's what
that's what I'm saying. They're poor management because they were like, okay, we need to win Champions League because we've won Serie A too many times. So let's get someone to propel us. So they get Ronaldo. And now they're not winning Champions League, and they're not winning.
Yeah. Okay. Think of it this way.
So they gamble.
Give Dortmund, maybe not Dortmund, because I don't know about your coach. Let's give Chelsea. Give Thomas Tuchel Ronaldo. Don't change anything else about Chelsea. Put Ronaldo on that team. What happened?
They're winning the league.
No, they're not.
No, if you take out Ronaldo,
you move Werner in the middle.
Take off Giroud. Put Ronaldo there. Ronaldo's winning every header.
You just keep Giroud there and play him with Ronaldo.
Or whatever.
Hey, get rid of Werner.
Okay, put Werner on the bench. Put Ronaldo. Put Ronaldo on the wing, and Giroud in the middle. Done. You're winning.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look at Man City's team. Put Ronaldo on Man City's team.
Okay, that would be a team where Ronaldo would fit.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You put Ronaldo.
Pep and Ronaldo would clash every game, bro. Because Pep would be the guy to tell Ronaldo how to run, and Pep was like, "Did you score at all in your career?"
I feel like Ronaldo or Pep is a guy who will let you do what you need to do as long as your performances are there. Because they play very.
I don't know, man. Because Ibra didn't say that when he was at Barca. Ibra said Pep was trying to teach him how to play striker, or trying to change his playing style, and he's like, "Why did you buy me if you want me to play differently than how I
listen,
play?"
Like Ronaldo aside,
and Eto'o said that, bro.
Listen, Pep has the pedigree to change you as a player. Do you know what I mean?
Not a player like Ibra, Eto'o, or Ronaldo.
No, he works
Those
with
guys
Messi
are established.
I think, dude, he changed Messi. He changed Messi. Messi was a winger,
but that's it. Messi wasn't a winger. He was a false nine, bro.
Because of Pep.
Dino? No, because of Dino. I will say Dino is the reason Messi is the way he is. Because
I'm just saying Pep was able to work with Messi to find the right balance. I'm going to tell you this. Pep has an idea of what you need to do, but I'm pretty confident that Huey and Ronaldo would be able to work together to find whatever is best for like the team and to them.
Pep also built the best team in European football history.
All I'm saying is put Ronaldo on City, put Ronaldo on Munich, put Ronaldo on PSG. They're not dropping to third place. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They're gonna make. They're still gonna be. They're still gonna be first, with Ronaldo or not. That's what I'm.
I don't know. Long story short, I think theoretically, but we got to wrap this podcast up. But theoretically, Ronaldo to Juve on paper should have been a good move, but wasn't. Fair enough to say.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
And
it was
friggin' Dybala has an extended injury now too to his knee.
Yeah.
I just read that.
All right. So we'll just wrap this up. Thank you so much for listening. This is Andre, Johnny, and Matchy. We wish you guys an amazing week. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, any other social media platforms. Listen on any digital streaming platform, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you take us to go, or watch us on YouTube. Hit the notification, subscribe, like the video, tell all your friends about it. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be back at the same time, same place next week for episode 34.